This is a reminder that on Sunday, October 14th, Let's Play Noir Autism will be hosting a special 25 Years of Autism webcast to help support the Children's Miracle Network. We hope to see you there as we support this wonderful cause. You might be familiar with the Elder of the Kojin, because we've had to come back to him a couple of times, because he's the person we have to go to in order to continue on with another part of the side content of this patch and of this expansion that we are currently doing. We've had the opportunity to see one of his own get turned into another manifestation of himself. As well, we also saw a white tiger get turned into a freakish beast. But yeah, we've seen some crazy things during this particular story arc, and so now it's our time to continue on with it and see who needs some help next. So, with that in mind, greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Noir Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. We are here in the Kojin settlement of Tamamizu, as we will be continuing this evening with the Four Lords story arc. So we've had the opportunity to help out Byako, we've given some support to Soroban. Tonight we're going to be helping out the next person, or creature in this instance, that needs assistance with getting some of their powers back as we approach the doomsday, as it were, as it's being told in this particular arc. So, let's go ahead and speak with the person that we have to in order to advance the storyline. We've had to do this before in order to advance the storyline with this particular arc, and we're going to do so again by speaking with Bunshin for the next challenge for the Four Lords story arc, entitled The Firebird Down Below. Bunshin holds in his hands yet another missive addressed to you. How kind of you to pay us a visit, Corinne. Now, I need not summon you. But a moment ago, a certain surly cat returned with another missive addressed to you. See for yourself. So he stands up in order to hand me this letter. So what does it say? Brave adventurer who stood fast and quelled the raging automatama of my comrade Byako. The time has come for you to return to Reisan Temple. So it would seem. I presume the auspices of Hell's Lid have need of you once more. If so, give my regards to them and dear Soroban. And so that is exactly what we shall do. And along the way, hello there to Miguel and to Emily, and to everyone else that's just logging on. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us tonight. So yeah, we gotta make our way now back to the Reisan Temple. Yeah, it's nice to have everyone joining us this evening for the Four Lords story arc continuation. Please feel free to click on the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Your support is always encouraged and greatly appreciated. So yeah, taking Kieran across the night sky, which I guess is appropriate for what we're doing and where we're going. Because yeah, we gotta go back to where Reisan Temple is, and that's of course at the base of Hell's Lid. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to take a ride past the beautiful environment, but also knowing full well that we're approaching a volcano. So let's go ahead and set down where Furry is ready to welcome us back. Headed for the temple or just taking in the wonderful smoky air? Yeah, we're going in. So let's go ahead and speak with Genbu to find out what's going on. And also, you may have noticed this name. Yeah, Kitian Dasheng, who we faced as the final boss over at the Swallow's Compass, this is his original form. If you can take a look at it, yeah, he's still the monkey man who likes to ride on a cloud. So yeah, this is what he looks like in his original form. Let's have a talk with him before we speak with Genbu. Wouldn't do for a guardian stuck on a mountaintop to lose his touch, am I right? Every so now and then I'd come down to this Byakko and goad him into a sparring match. I tell you, they're not called the Four Lords for nothing. Even when I gave it my best shot, he won. Easily. And you know what makes it worse? I know he was going easy on me. Yeah, I guess you have some work of your own to do, don't you there, Kitan? But now, let's go ahead and speak with Genbu. Well met, Kurin, well met. But wait, where is the little urchin girl of whom I have grown so fond? You're of course speaking of Tataru. It would be remiss of us to proceed without her, would it not? Why not summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl? I believe I can do that. Corinne to Tataru coming in. Hello, Corinne. Is that you? It is indeed. Huh? Right now? Very well, if you insist. Yeah, she's on her way. What wondrous things these link pearls. Now then, let us wait until your friend arrives. And so, as Genbu and I are having a conversation, Tataru is on the scene. Corinne? Genbu? Ah, good of you to join us, little urchin girl. Yeah, she's never appreciated being referred to as an urchin. You know, there's such a thing as running a choke into the ground. It pleases me to inform you that thanks to your assistance with his training, Sorbon's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long, we may count him among our most formidable warriors. Out of curiosity, where is Sorbon anyway? Engrossed in a very special exercise, I'm afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want to see you. He would not want you to see him in his current state. Working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it. But I called you here not to discuss our Kojin friend. The wards have grown weaker, presaging Koryu's inevitable escape. Yeah, and that's where he is. Before he breaks free, the Four Lords must marshal their strength. And so, Corinne, I entreat you to quell the raging Aremitama of a dear comrade once more. So who am I helping out? A fight, is it? That's where our Warrior of Light shines! Who's her opponent this time? See for yourself. She should be joining us shortly. Ooh, I hear the squawking of a bird. And speaking of the squawking of a bird, here is who we're trying to help out. It has been too long, elder brother. Several 100 years by my reckoning. Am I to assume you have kept your silent vigil all this time, Suzaku? Let us not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. That I did. Koryu's wards grow weaker by the day, and the calamity he would visage upon us draws nigh. The Four Lords must join their strength together once more. And to that end, this warrior will unburden my tortured soul. Just so. Hers is a power far surpassing that of mortal men. She is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. Brother, how dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue, of kindness? You sully his memory. Wow, that's pretty harsh.
And you dare think yourself his equal? His better? Then I will put you to the proof. And when you fall, it will be a fate most deserved.
Wow. I have not exactly made the best first impression.
Turn back if you would not have it be so, or join me in misery.
Wow. She hates me.
Compared to Byakuya, she seems much more angry.
Yeah, why is that? The automatoma feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. She yet mourns a love lost, but it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart. Very well. Yeah, even if I have to knock some sense into her, which eventually I am going to have to do. Yeah, Suzaku, what's the deal?
You crave battle then, even if it brings you your death.
That's right.
Out of duty, you pit yourself against enemies ever stronger. Without hesitation, without fear, you muster your courage and... No! You are not even a pale shadow of his glory! There was but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he has long since passed from this world.
Yeah, I'm the warrior of light. Who are you to say that I'm not a hero?
If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Koryu's fiery judgments, and we, her sworn protectors, will have failed in our duty. Is Tensen's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite?
Yeah, hey there, Byakuya. Care to give me a hand with trying to reason with her?
Byakuya, do you not see? Before I called you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that was all I ever was meant to be, for I can brook no replacement at my side or in my heart. Not so easily as you.
Have you forgotten his final moments? How he fought and died to defeat Koryu? How he sacrificed himself before our very eyes?
How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seen in my mind's eye. A blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget?
Nor should you. Nor will I forget every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life in mourning and never move on, is to dishonor his memory.
Yeah, what say you to that?
How dare you speak to me of dishonor? You who have opened our home to this pretender! I see her plainly. How she has wormed her way into your hearts, mimicking Tensen's manner, cloaking herself in his scent, seeking to supplant Tensen in our minds!
Yeah, she is that far gone.
Listen to yourself, my sister. The automatoma has driven you to see Oni in shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Only to Tensen will I entrust my soul. Only his love will I accept.
Yeah, let me help you or you have nothing to fear from me. Let's try and give her some reassurance. Yeah, I'm not scary.
He said, oh Tensen. Very well, but I will brook no delay. I will await you in the depths, in my place of mourning, and when it is ended, I shall mourn you too.
Yeah, talk about a lot of hate for someone you only just met.
Forgive her, Corinne. She is that consumed by her failure to save Tensen all those years ago. Her regret is as a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once. Alas, through it the Aramitama has found purchase in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. 'Tis plain that your presence troubles her as well. She senses your blessing and it reminds her of him. There were moments when she looked on you with a fire in her eyes.
Yeah, I think a fire in her eyes of destruction.
When she gives herself to the Arimitama, she may surrender to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free her from her torment. This I will do as best I can. Of course, I won't be alone for this. Be warned, she commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geometric currents. Only by remaining observant will you survive. Then let's do our best to survive and try and break her from her sorrow. So we now have access to Hell's Kier. And so this is the next place we have to go to in order to get a confrontation with one of the four lords. So yeah, we don't get a dungeon, we don't get a side challenge. We just go take her. Go fight her, and we'll see how this goes. So let's hope for the best. Let's go ahead and gain access to Hell's Kier. And so now, we have arrived at the next battle for the Four Lords story arc, Hell's Kier, and our duel with Suzaku. Yeah, she's losing her mind. Just like Byakuo did. And when she emerges, this is what she looks like. And so away we go. Yeah, this will shape up to be quite the battle. And hello to everyone that's just logging on to join the stream. We're glad to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining us for this battle against Suzaku. Please make it a point to like this stream as well as subscribe if you have not yet done so.
Tenzin?
Alright, we're off.
His eye! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you!
Away we go. In the battle against Suzaku.
You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes.
Yeah, we are listening to a poor female bird's tortured soul. And it even comes with ads, too. It doesn't wait long to bring ads. It just comes right out of the gate with them. And meanwhile, hey there, Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Alright, ads are down. Just in time for Gears Portal Astron combo. Yeah, and Suzaku has, of all abilities, Phoenix down. But it's to deal with what's in the middle, rather than to do Revival. So yeah, this is similar to what we had to deal with Ilberd back over at Belstar's Wall. Alright, that's down, so we've given ourselves a safe haven. But of course, we still have a long way to go, including fighting more of these. Yeah, watch where she sprays fire. She does like to spray a lot of it. Alright. Whoa! Not expecting to get hit by that, but oh well. Yeah, you'd be surprised how much Japanese lore is in this game. Okay, now here we each have to take a spot on the circle.
I could not bear to lose you again.
Oh, no, we do this first? Okay, yeah, this first, I guess. Alright, now, stand on the correct area or face the consequences. Now, I really don't know what is, how this is established, but I know that all these orbs come to you, and you all stand together, and depending on what happens, you get a buff to your power, or you get nothing. So yeah, I don't really know what causes it. I know you cannot leave your post once you've stepped somewhere. Yeah,
someone's choosing to stand in the middle and not do anything. Now it's just 3 waves. Yeah, you can see the random number of stuff that's coming in.
Trust in me, my love. I will protect you, I promise.
And then, yeah, ultimate attack.
Please, my love.
What?
If only
What
you
killed the
would
healer?
listen.
She was just fine, and then all of a sudden, boom, she's dead. Okay, that was out of nowhere. Yeah, suddenly healer death out of nowhere. Yeah, that was just. There's no way to describe that. Okay, knocked back. Yeah, you may have noticed we also have the possibility of falling through.
Why do you do
Not only on the outside, but there's also a donut hole in the middle, so we can't stand in that either. So yeah, don't want to fall through the donut hole either.
All I ever want is for you and I to...
Yeah, this is where she's expressing her sorrow for her quote-unquote true love be
Hearken to my
dead.
melody.
Right. Now we have this quartet of stuff. I really don't know. I know that there's some sort of pattern to it, but I don't know exactly what it is. So I've just taken to following the pack. But yeah. Oh, the explosion just went off over there, and everyone's running over this way now. Because yeah, you'll see this this firebird on the outside is tethered to Suzaku. It basically is the tell that gives you the indication of where the attack is going. Or where the next explosion is going. Oh, tank guys. And it looks like by either falling off the outside or falling through the donut hole. Oh, got knocked back, but we're fine. Alright, you can see the birdie is over there. So we should probably get ready to run. Okay, so that round is finished. This will happen again later. Power for the ninja.
Tenzin, please.
Yeah, so far so good. Right, now we gotta scatter. And meanwhile, yeah, tanks and healers have to take those circles. Similar to what you would see in Chrysalis. Oh, almost 20,000 on that. Almost 20,000 on that.
You didn't make it easy, did you?
No, probably
I will
not.
break you from this madness.
Yeah, speaking of madness, yeah, a huge line AoE followed by a whole bunch of AoE lines all over the place. But yeah, don't go anywhere. This fight's only just getting started.
Hearken to my melody.
Okay, so yeah, I have triple limit break, but I'm going to hold off on it for now. I do feel like I have the option to use it here, but I don't want... I want to trust that our group is good. Like, I don't want to jump the gun or anything. So I can see where the move is. But I can also see there's now multiple explosions going on. But yeah, like I said, all I can really do is just follow where everyone else is going. Okay, that time I could see a tell. That time I could see a tell. And I could see the tank knocked off. So yeah, that time there was a tell. I don't know if you guys were able to notice it on the floor, but I did. And yeah, you can see the explosion still going off.
All I ever wanted was for you and
Oh,
I
this is gonna be awkward. I don't know why you're standing there. I don't know why you're standing there, Black Mage. That's a bad idea. Yeah, that's a bad idea. I probably wanna try and go to the right, but unfortunately we couldn't make it in time. Yeah, we tried to move, but we weren't fast enough. And I was a bit too premature on the life surge, but that's okay. Oh! Yeah, I do have second wind. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna stay over here. And I can also see the tell for the knockback. Oh! Couldn't see that one though. Yeah, I'm gonna get over here with everyone else. But yeah, I will say that Suzaku's been in this rotation for a while now. I'm actually surprised. Yeah, finally she lets it down. Yeah, she was in that for a lot longer than she was when I was doing this last night in my first initial run with Messiah. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, it felt like that particular rotation took a lot longer to do. Get over to this side, guys. Oh, I still have to wait for this for another 15 seconds. Oh, jeez. Oh, run, run. Oh, no, don't take me with you. Don't take me with you. Please do not take me with you. Okay, you know what? Going for it. This group's good enough. We're confident enough. We can do this. Yeah, we've got this. We're gonna get this first try. As it looks like Suzaku's gonna do the panels again. Oh, nope, gonna do this.
It must be us. Then I'm glad.
Yeah, oh, couldn't quite get that off in time. Whoa, I almost fell through the donut hole. I almost fell through the donut hole, and now this is awkwardly placed. Suzaku is awkwardly placed. Yeah, come back to the center, girl.
Take it easy, did you? We will wake you from this madness.
Oh, I don't think so. Yeah, back to middle. Yeah, this is almost done. We've got this. By the way, I also did this on my first try with Messiah last night, too. And so, Suzaku, the next of the four lords, we listen to her final melody, as victory is ours. And Suzaku goes boom! Yeah, boom goes the dynamite! And hey there, Neil. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, you couldn't have timed that better. Yeah, all's good now. We have prevailed. Backflip for the win. Yeah. Well, 2 comms out of that. I guess because I used my limit break, which was a good idea. Seeing how good we did, maybe I should have used it sooner. I probably could have gotten a second limit break. Yeah. How long have I been blinded by this dream? This never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved. I owe you an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nevertheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. Well, I'm glad I could help you get back to your senses.
For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on my time with the man I so deeply loved, without being driven to tears.
Yeah, so now it's time for another Four Lords flashback.
I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like fire, blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to that of the Firebird of legend, a being said to have had the power to confer immortality upon mortal men. Thus I was pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. But Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him I was so much more, and he would become everything to me. We travelled together, we four lords and the samurai. As comrades in arms we journeyed the realm, feared at first by many for our nature. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one he won over those who once cursed and condemned us. Be they only in the east to slay, or revenants in the west to exercise, without hesitation he would bid us rise to the challenge, and leave grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds. Word which one day reached the ears of a king. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled the mad auspice Koryu. Despite the many deeds to our credit, we four had only lived some few centuries and were no match for our foe. Against the might of Koryu's raging Aramitama, my brothers and I were powerless. But Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last, he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well that it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the Firebird of legend, had I been possessed of the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then, the cruelest irony of all, centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I can but wonder if my bottomless grief for my beloved made it so. The power for which I yearned so desperately that day is now mine. If not to save him, then perhaps to save those for whom Tenzin died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy, I shall fight. Let us go and tell Genbu together. And Corinne, thank you.
And off she flies. And so, back over at Hell's Lid, joined again by Byaku and Genbu and Tataru. Hey Genbu, we did it!
Oh, I still see you all in one piece. I gather all went well.
Indeed it did. First try.
Rest assured, dear brother, that I am myself once more. You certainly seem different than before, as if a great weight had been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I'd say. How very perceptive you are, little one. Indeed, I've at long last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin.
At long last indeed, but perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy.
No, my brother, that you most certainly are not.
Laughing as he roars.
Oh, how forgetful of me. I have yet to see how Soroban's training is coming along. Soroban! Soroban!
Yeah. Oh, Soroban, where art thou? Whoa. Yeah. It's Soroban as an adamantoise mount.
Wait, I know this joke. It's a firebird. No, it's an airship.
It's not Superman either. Oh, no genre savvy urchin, for it is in fact. Yeah. The crazy turtle. Soroban! But Superman didn't leave a trail of fire in his wake. Yeah, look at the guy and how much he's grown.
I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this.
No one told me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me! I'm a giant tortoise! A tortoise!
Yeah. Like, really, dude?
I was wrong. This is the very definition of running a joke into the ground.
Yeah, Soroban, you've gotten so big.
There is no need for panic, Soroban. You probably just recited the words improperly and offered your body as a vessel for a giant tortoise commie. That seems to me like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal after a short while, like with the Tomate Bako of Geomancy. Well, I cannot say with any significant degree of certainty, but you might regain your original form by the time Corinne quells Seiryu's Arimitama.
Yeah. He gives us a teaser of what's to come next. Whoa, what a rumble.
Might? Might? What is this might? Might is not an acceptable answer! You must be exhausted from your battle with Suzaku, my friend. Perhaps it would be best if you returned to the land above and took a rest.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's right. I doubt we will be needed here for some time, and Soroban seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me if anything comes up.
Yeah, I believe I can do that, Tataru. Thanks.
I had been meaning to return home, even if only briefly, but given my current state that seems unlikely. If you could go in my stead and tell the Elder I am hale and healthy, I would be most grateful.
I believe I can do that. No kidding, am I right there, Elizabeth? And Nilm, you have no idea what you're missing, man. Like, unless you've watched all the Let's Play content of someone like myself, I could possibly understand that. But of course, there can be things you can forget or miss out on, and that'll be like, man, how will you know what you're doing if what you're doing is context? And so we've returned to Tamamizu. Let's go ahead and let Bunshin know that we've accomplished what we needed to and that the quest is finished. At least for now.
Ah, Corinne. All is well with our friends beneath Hell's lid. What of Soroban? How goes his training?
Well, here's what you need to know.
He failed to perform a ritual correctly as when it was transformed into a tortoise, you say? But you are aware that... Oh, I see. This must be some manner of Eosian joke. How very amusing. A pity we will not see him again for the foreseeable future, but I will trust it is for the best. As before, he should take as much time as required. He is a tortoise after all. No, it still makes no sense to me. And so with that, this quest comes to an end, and thus
we complete this part of the Four Lords story arc by taking 3,537 gil and learning the emote Hum. Stand strong and unified! So, having learned the Hum emote, I'm gonna show it off because this is a really cute emote. You might not be familiar with it if you haven't played through the storyline or seen any of my Let's Play content. But if you have, then the Hum emote might actually look familiar to you if I can remember where it is. Oh yeah, so it's under special. When you do hum, yeah, you hum and you bob your head left and right and you move your arms back and forth like this. Now, like I said, if you have not seen my Final Fantasy XIV content to an extent, or if you haven't played up to the point where you see this for the first time, you get to see this particular motion when you go to meet the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at the Waking Sands for the very first time. Because you'll get to meet Tataru once you arrive there. She's the first person you meet up with. And when you meet up with her, a cutscene triggers and she's doing this exact emote. So yeah, all this time, we only got to see Tataru do this particular moving the head left and right and moving the arms back and forth happily. But now, after all this time, this particular emote is finally ours, and we can enjoy it whenever we want to.